Results from a huge weekend of fights involving Colorado fighters competing for some of the best organizations in the world, including Invicta, the LFA, and the UFC, plus new matchup announcements. This is your Colorado MMA News Weekend Wrap-Up. Invicta 41 took place on Thursday night, and Guthrie of Elevation Fight Team showed up to throw down. Guthrie took the fight to her opponent, utilizing effective footwork and striking at angles to keep the pressure on her opponent over 3 rounds. Unfortunately, a couple of well-timed takedowns from her foe was enough to earn the decision on the judges' scorecards. With the loss, Guthrie moves to 1-1 as a pro. Despite coming out on the wrong side of the judges' scorecards, Guthrie showed great improvement in her striking, clinch, and footwork, so look out for her to come back even stronger next time. The following night, LFA 87 went down in South Dakota and 5 Colorado fighters were featured on the card. Starting off the night on the prelims, Charlebois of Elevation Fight Team and Pound for Pound Fitness showed off heavy hands in a lightning-quick combination that fell his fellow Colorado competitor Andrew Lipp in the first round. With the win, Charlebois maintains his undefeated professional record and improved to 2-0 with 2 KOs. Following his teammate's performance, Wknd of Elevation Fight Team successfully made his pro debut with a dominant unanimous decision victory. Wknd cut his opponent with slashing elbows and abused his outmatched foe for the full 15 minutes the fight lasted, taking him down at will, adding ground and pound to the beating. Wknd looked like an experienced pro on Friday night and appears to have a bright future ahead of him in the sport. Next up was Scott of Genesis Fight Team in his first fight of 2020. Scott was slick with his defense and fast with his hands. His striking appeared to be on another level compared to his opponent. King Speedy, Scott lived up to his nickname and put his opponent away with a second round TKO in an impressive showing after a 2-year layoff. Scott improved to 4-0 as a pro with the victory, staying undefeated in the process. And in the final Colorado fight of the evening, Trials MMA's Michael Stack showed incredible heart, durability, and a champion's determination along with some heavy hands and powerful combinations as he pushed his highly touted opponent for the full 3-round affair. Unfortunately, at the end of the fight, the judges scored it 2-1, with Stack coming out on the wrong side of the decision. Regardless of the loss, Stack showed incredible skills and a champion's mentality, pushing the pace after weathering early adversity. With the loss, Stack moves to 4-1 as a pro, but no doubt he'll be back better than ever after the learning experience. Then on Saturday night, the UFC returned to Las Vegas for another UFC fight night, and 2 Factory X fighters were featured on the card. Chris Gutierrez of Factory X weathered early adversity in the first round from a tough and durable Cody Durden. But in rounds 2 and 3, Gutierrez put on an elite striking and takedown defense clinic. Unfortunately, Gutierrez had to overcome a 10-8 first round, so even with winning rounds 2 and 3 convincingly, the fight was scored a draw when it went to the judges. Despite the result, it was an incredibly impressive show of heart and skill from El Guapo, Chris Gutierrez. It appeared to many that he had done enough to get the win. Following Gutierrez was his teammate Jonathan the Dragon Martinez as he took on the tough wrestler and brawler Frankie Sainz. Martinez added to his highlight reel with yet another knee strike KO, landing a beautifully placed knee to the chin, scoring a 3rd round win. With the win, Martinez improves to 12-3 as a pro. Congratulations to the Dragon. And in new matchup announcements, Chaz Alex of Pariah MMA's pro debut is back on the schedule. He will fight at LFA 88 on August 21st against an opponent yet to be named. Fights will stream live on UFC Fight Pass. Additionally, a newer member of Factory X, Colin Anglin, 7-1, will fight on the Dana White Contender Series on August 18th for his shot at the UFC when he takes on Oren Callan, 16-0 in a featherweight matchup. Tune in on ESPN+. Nate the Savage Smith, 6-0 of Elevation Fight Team's Dana White Contender Series debut against JP Buys, 8-2, will be delayed just a bit until September 1st, but mark the date on your calendar and tune in to watch it live on ESPN+. And last but not least, Shayna Dobson, 3-4 of Elevation Fight Team, is back to UFC action on August 22nd against Maria Agapova in a flyweight contest, also streamable on ESPN+. And that's your Colorado MMA News Weekend Wrap-Up. Give these fighters a follow and check back later in the week for the weekend preview to get a heads up on the weekend's coming fight action. In the meantime, subscribe to our YouTube channel, The Prize Fighting Business, for more content. Follow us on Instagram at Colorado MMA News, and don't forget to like us on Facebook. Thanks for watching, and until next time, I'm your host, Corey Mannion.